Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the concept file management in C. So by using C language, we can perform different operations on file. The operations like reading information from file, writing information into file, deleting information from the file. So all these kind of information we can perform in the C language. So to perform these operations we have to use some functions, and those functions are already predefined in the library stdio.h. So while using these functions we need to include stdio.h header file. So when you want to perform some operations on integer data, you need an integer pointer. When you want to perform some operations on floating number data, you need a floating number pointer. So like that, when you want to perform some operations on file, you need a file pointer. So just like data types int, float, char, etc., there is another data type called file, which is used to declare file variable. The data type file should be written in capital letters. So to perform any operations on file, we need a pointer variable of type file. So this is the syntax of declaring pointer variable of type file, where file in capital letters is the data type and variable name is any valid variable name. Because we have used star operator, it is a pointer variable. This is the example of declaring pointer variable of type file. So here file is data type and fp is pointer variable. So this pointer variable can be used to point to the address of file. So there are different types of operation that can be performed on file. But before performing any operation on file, we have to open that file. So to open a file, there is one function called fopen. That function we have to use. So this fopen function is used to open a file in different modes. So these modes can be read data from file, writing data into file, etc. So this is the syntax of declaring and opening a file. So here in first line, file is a data type which is in capitals, fp is a pointer variable of type file. In next line we are storing the address of file which is opened by using fopen function. So fopen is a function name, file name. You can give any file name or even you can give path of the file. There is another argument that is mode. There are different types of mode. Depend on mode means how you want, whether you want to read, write or edit a file. Depend on mode, you can open a file, means for what particular reason you have opened that file, you have to mention in the mode. So what are the different modes we will discuss later. So the address of the opened file by using fopen function will be stored in fp pointer variable. So there are different modes that you can use while opening a file. So the first one is R. R opens the file for reading only. So when you write R in double quotes as mode, then you can read only the content which is present in that file. So this is the example. So you can see there are two arguments. The first one is file name. So we are trying to open a file name called program.c by using fopen function, and the mode we have mentioned is R. So that means this file we are opening to just read the content which is present in that file. Next one is W. W open the file for writing only. So when you write W in double quotes as mode, then you can only write the information in that file which is opened by using fopen function. So this is the example. So you can see again we are trying to opening program.c file and the mode is W. That means this particular file is open to write something in that particular file. The next one is A. Open the file for appending data to it. So basically appending means adding data to file. When we use W as mode, it will delete the previous content present in the file and writes the new content. Whereas when we use A as mode, it will not delete the previous content present in the file. The content will remain as it is in file and writes the new content after the previous content. So when you write A in double quotes as a mode, then you can add the information in that file which is opened by using fopen function. So this is the example. So you can see here the mode is A. So that means you can add extra content to the file program.c. So just like fopen function which is used to open a file, fclose function is used to close the file. It is a good practice to close a file which is opened when it is no longer required. A file must be closed as soon as all operations on it have been completed. It prevents any accidental misuse of the file. So this is the syntax of fclose function. So you have to just give the pointer variable name, that is file pointer, in the bracket so that you can close the file which is opened by using fopen function. So this is the syntax, fclose, and in bracket you have to give file pointer name.